I'm about to do your Cancer June 2021 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Cancer, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Cancer love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Cancer Tarot reading for you. Now let's get on with this Cancer Tarot reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. And I'm going to do that by pulling one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, Cancer, 3 cards for your person. And then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now just keep in mind, as always, that this is not a personal reading. This is a general reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person. I'm tapping into the collective energy of the group of Cancer people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for. Which really just means that there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with every Cancer on the planet, because I'm not reading for every Cancer on the planet. I'm reading for my specific group of Cancer people that I'm responsible for getting messages for. Now, it's also important to keep in mind in general readings like this that energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross-watchers. So if you're not a Cancer and you're just watching this reading because you have the hots for a Cancer and you want to find out what's going on with them, I get it. I'm totally okay with that. Just keep in mind, though, that especially for cross-watchers, energies are very prone to get flipped around backwards. So you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably want to check the videos for your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos in the description down below. But enough yakking. Move the coffee cup out of the way. I've probably had plenty of coffee today, maybe a little too much. Let's get started by pulling one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Cancer and their romantic person of interest here in June 2021, please. What is the mutual point of interest? Looks like we're taking an extra one here. We must have something big going on here. What's going on with Cancer as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between the two of them here in June 2021, please? Let's get 3 cards for Cancer. Okay. Now let's get some for your person. What's going on with Cancer's romantic person of interest as it relates to Cancer and the connection between the two of them here in June 2021? One more. Oh. Looks like we're taking an extra one for your person too. Feels like we got something big going on here. Now, when I was doing the pre-shuffling here before I started the camera and all that stuff, I had the sun jump out of this deck. So usually when that happens, that's giving me some like a preview of what's about to go down. Now, the sun's the happiest card in the deck, so I'm hoping that's what we got going on for you here. Now, the overall energy of this reading is the moon. Now, the moon is Pisces energy. This can represent fears, worries, anxieties. It can even represent something being hidden in the dark, as in something you can't see, something you don't know about, some secret being kept. It can represent any of those things. We have some Gemini energy right under that with the 8 of Swords. Now, the 8 of Swords is about thinking about something over and over and over and over again on this repeating loop in your mind, like overthinking something, grinding on it repeatedly. And you're doing that because you're not quite sure what the safe step to take is, and you're feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because of it, hence the grinding in circles in your mind. It's about like not being able to get your mind to stop, not getting it to shut off. It's overthinking, overanalyzing, possibly something that you have some fears and worries about. Maybe you have some fears and worries that there's something going on you don't know about, and you're grinding on that. So that's the overall energy of the reading. The mutual point of interest. This is shared energy between the both of you. So sometimes this is like you've said or done something and it's got your person thinking or feeling or acting this way, or vice versa. They've said or done something and now you're thinking, feeling, acting this way. Oftentimes this is shared energy. Something's going on and it's affecting you both, and you're both in this type of an energy here. The mutual point of interest between the two of you for June 2021, Cancer, is the Nine of Wands and the Fool. Now, the Nine of Wands is Sagittarius energy. This is a card of being walled off and defensive about something. Now, it's also a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior, and he's built this wall around himself because he's been hurt. This wall is there, at least he believes, to protect him. He's trying to not get hurt anymore, trying to stop from being hurt so he can heal, so he can get his energy right and take the next step in his journey. The next card for the mutual point of interest between the two of you is the Fool, card 0 of the Major Arcana. So this is the first card of the Major Arcana, the first card of the whole tarot deck. That 0 right there represents absolutely nothing and the potential for everything all at the same time. So this is a new beginning, a beginning to a new cycle of something. This is about like taking that blind leap of faith. It's about not needing to know what all the steps are from beginning to end before you take the first step. Not needing to know what the outcome is going to be before you take that first step. It's about just saying, screw it, I'm going for it, and leaping off the cliff and worrying about how do I grow wings on the way down. This is like, let's just do it and we'll figure out how to make it work as we're moving along here. Now, sometimes this can represent someone taking risks outside of the connection. I don't necessarily see anything out here yet that would indicate that, other than little weirdness I'm feeling from this moon energy here. It could be that someone's hiding that in the dark, that they're taking risks outside of the connection, although I don't have any reason whatsoever to say that. So we're just going to put a pin in that and wait till later. If that comes up, then it comes up. But what this is telling me so far, someone's walled off and defensive. Possibly both of you are walled off and defensive, possibly about a new beginning. Could be because you've both got some fears, worries, and anxieties about it. You're both doing a lot of overthinking about it. So let's clarify this and find out what's going on here. Tell me more about this Nine of Wands and the Fool as the mutual point of interest, please. Let's get 2 more to clarify this. Okay, it looks like we're going to be taking some extra cards for this reading yet again. So I've got extra cards twice, 3 times, and 3 times out of the 4 times I've tried to get cards out now. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician, card 1 of the Major Arcana. So we're making a progression already. We're going from the 0 to the 1. The Magician is the Mac Daddy Master Manifester of the tarot deck. This is someone who has all the tools, all the abilities, all the resources. They've got everything they need to manifest or create from nothing whatever it is their will desires. They've got all 4 aces right here in front of them. This card actually rules over the aces, and I see an ace out here in your energy already. So this is about manifesting something, like actively manifesting something. So we got something that you're walled off and defensive about, possibly trying to heal from, and some new beginning trying to happen, and it looks like this is all being manifested. Possibly by your person, and I'm saying that we have the Queen of Wands here. The reason I'm saying possibly by your person, because the very first card out in your person's energy is the Queen of Wands. So got the Queen of Wands showing up right here. So this is either Leo or Aries energy. This is someone who knows exactly what they want, and they go after what they want with bold, passionate, fiery determination. The Queen of Wands doesn't really take no for an answer. She's someone who's fun to be around, very good looking, vivacious, life of the party kind of a personality, but someone who knows exactly what they want. They go after it. They almost always get what they want here. Now, don't get too sidetracked with the fact that there is a woman on the card. This is a feminine energy, not female gender. So anytime you're seeing any of these cards, it's not necessarily depicting male or female gender. It's more masculine, feminine energy. I have masculine and feminine energy inside me. So do you. We all do. So this can represent a female. It can also represent an aspect of your personality or an aspect of your person's personality here. But it looks like someone knows what they want and they're manifesting it, which coincidentally is, well, not really coincidence, it's the way it actually works. the first step to manifesting is knowing what you want and trying to manifest that. So something a little walled off and defensive regarding this new beginning that's being manifested. To clarify that, we have the Eight of Wands, the Devil, the Page of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Okay. I'm not sure who this is applying to. This is applying to either one of you or possibly both of you. But someone's walled off and defensive about a new beginning, probably because they've been hurt in the past. I don't know if you were hurt in the past, if your person was hurt in the past. It's entirely possible both of you were hurt in the past. But I feel like your person is trying to start some new beginning. Oh crap. Right under that we have a Tower. This is usually a scary card for a lot of people. It doesn't necessarily mean something bad is going to happen. There's not a card in this deck that is a guaranteed bad thing. So the Tower really just represents a very abrupt shift in something, an abrupt change taking place, where after this change occurs, nothing's going to be the same again after that. So sometimes this can represent the universe stepping in and bringing a tower down, as in like removing some structure from your life that's not where you're supposed to be, or that's not really to your benefit. And it's not like a physical structure either. It's not like your garage explodes all over your backyard. This is more of a metaphor for like an internal structure that you have, like some mental model of the world that you're operating from, some belief system that you're operating from, where you think it's this one particular way and you're like 100% convinced that's the case. And then something happens to like cause that all to like be obviously not true right in front of your eyes, and now everything that you believed is suddenly different. So it can totally be something like that. But to clarify this Nine of Wands and the Fool here for the mutual energy between you, we have the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. We've got the Nine of Wands here, which is Sagittarius energy. This is a very fast forward moving energy, second fastest energy in the deck. It's about rapid back and forth passionate communication. It can be rapid forward movement, rapid forward progress on something there is a lot of passion and desire for. This can represent travel. This can represent a whole lot of energy coming at you guys all at once, almost like trying to take a drink out of a fire hose or something like that. So it's like someone's manifesting something that they want. One or both of you is hurt and slightly walled off and defensive about a new beginning, but we've got a game changer here. Some decision being made with this Judgment card is changing everything very, very abruptly. It feels like there's a lot of energy coming at you guys all at once. Next we have the Devil. This is Capricorn energy. This is usually a heavy toxic energy. This is usually something like obsession or addiction, or like a feeling of being trapped by something, like feeling like there's something going on that you can't escape. Again, scary looking card, not always a bad thing though. Sometimes this can just represent that this connection is so powerful. It's got so much like magnetic pull to it, so much gravity to it, that both of you feel like you can't quite escape it. Now, this can also represent something from your guys' past. Maybe some toxic energy that you were wrapped up with before has got you feeling walled off and defensive. Maybe someone was toxic to you and hurt you, and now you're kind of walled off and defensive against starting something new. It's giving you some fears, worries, and anxieties. Whatever happened in the past is causing you to get stuck in your head about this and overthink it and not really be sure what the safe step to take is here, because you don't want to be hurt again. That could apply to you, that could apply to your person, that could apply to both of you. But I'm getting the feeling that your person is trying to manifest this new beginning with you. And when that occurs, it's going to be a game changer. Now the next card to clarify this is the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands, pages are messengers. Now wands are about passion and desire. So this can represent news and messages of passion and desire, passionate messages coming back and forth. I've got rapid back and forth passionate communication here. Right in the middle of that, we've got this Devil energy. So this could be like holding things up and you're kind of walled off and defensive about this. Now this is also the minor arcana version of this Fool card. So this This is about just saying screw it and jumping off the cliff and going for it. No thought required. Let's just do this thing. This is a little bit more toned down than that. This is more about like having that willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path that leads towards something you have passion and desire for. So it looks like there's some passionate messages going back and forth and maybe some second thoughts being had here. Not quite sure what to do. We've got the Five of Wands as the final clarifier. This is Leo energy. Fives are about conflict. Wands are about desires, passion. This is a conflict in your desires or in your person's desires. One of the two, possibly both. So this is some sort of an internal conflict taking place where like a piece of you wants this one thing and a piece of you wants this opposing opposite thing. So I'm kind of seeing that here. We've got this new beginning being manifested here, but some fears and worries and anxieties. So it's almost like a piece of you wants this new beginning, and then a piece of you is still focused on whatever happened in the past with this devil energy, and you're kind of walled off and defensive about it. You can't quite make up your mind because you're having this internal game of tug of war with yourself. A piece of you pulling this way, a piece of you pulling the opposite way, which will definitely give you worries and anxieties. It will definitely get you stuck in your head thinking about it on a repeating loop, not being sure what the safe step to take is. So that is the mutual energy between the two of you here. Let's take a look at your energy, Cancer. Because for June 2021, your energy is the Two of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So this Two of Swords is Libra energy. Twos are about decisions. This one represents a decision needing to be made, only it's not being made. Either because there's something that you can't see, hence the blindfold, something that you don't have enough information about to make the decision on, or there's something that you do see, you just don't want to see it. You don't want to look at it. Almost like having the blinders on or being in denial about something, and that's preventing you from making the decision. So it can be any of those things. All I know for sure is there's a decision that you need to make that's not being made. So tell me more about this Two of Swords for Cancer, please. Why is the Two of Swords here? Taking an extra card again. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, this is Virgo energy. The Eight of Pentacles is the card of work. It's about putting in the work on something, putting in the time, the effort, and energy on something that you want. It's either putting in the work on it, or at the very least, being willing to put the work in on it. High Priestess is right under that. This is card 2 of the major arcana. So we've seen card 0, card 1, now card 2. So we're making progress here. I've got card 3 here in your person's energy. I'm trying to not get ahead of myself, but I also have card 4 out here as one of these clarifiers. So there's definite progression happening in this connection. This 2 of the major arcana, the High Priestess, this represents your unconscious mind. It represents your intuition. This is she who knows. She sits in front of the veil of consciousness, so she's got access to all the information that you and I as humans don't have access to. She knows literally everything. The problem with her is she doesn't always tell us everything. She doesn't always give us all the facts, all the information as soon as it's available. Sometimes there's stuff that we're just not meant to know. Sometimes there's stuff we don't need to know until, well, it's time for us to know it. So at that point, she will clue you in via your intuition, via like gut feelings or signs or synchronicities or dreams that have messages in them, things like that. So this is telling me that your intuition is talking to you. It's also kind of telling in terms of putting in the work on this connection. I feel like you're undecided about whether or not to put the work in on this connection, but I also feel like your intuition is talking to you about this. Now, this could be telling me too that there's something that you don't know about. Hence, you know, we've got this decision needing to be made. Either you don't have all the information and you can't make the decision because of that, or there's something you can't see, or something that maybe you're just not wanting to look at. I don't feel that. I feel like either you're missing some information here, or there's something that you're just not seeing. This can represent secrets being kept from you. and so can the moon. So when I've got both of these out here, it's telling me that there's just like, there's something that you're not seeing, something that you're unaware of is going on. And that's probably preventing you from making a decision here. But I've got Cancer energy next in the Three of Cups. This is usually like reconciliation energy. This is usually about being reunited and celebrating. Now, if you've never been with this person before, and this will be your first time getting together, this wouldn't be being reunited. It would just be being united to begin with and celebrating that. We've got Nine of Swords underneath that here. Fears, worries, anxieties, thinking about something over and over and over again to the point that it's to your detriment now. It's actually physically starting to stress you out. This is one step up from that Eight of Swords that we already saw, where you're thinking about it on this repeating loop in your mind. This is you thinking about it so much, it's physically stressing you out. I don't know if this Devil energy was something between you and this person at some point in the past, which is why now you're torn between being walled off and defensive and taking this leap of faith in a new beginning here. Entirely possible that's what it is. Yeah, right under that we have the Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy. This is options and choices, but confusion about those options and choices. There's a lot of cups here, a lot of stuff in these cups. There's a lot of emotions involved in this decision, and you don't want to make a mistake. So you're feeling some confusion about what choice to make here, which is probably another reason why you're not making the decision that you need to make. To clarify that Two of Swords, we have the Emperor, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Five of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. Now the Emperor is, again, a master manifester kind of an energy. We already saw the Magician. He's the Mac Daddy master manifester. Not quite as potent as that in terms of manifesting, but he definitely has all the tools and resources, everything he needs to put together a plan to get what he wants, and then to execute that plan. This is an energy of taking control of something, taking charge of a situation, going out and getting what it is that you want. This is also Aries energy. Next we have the Ace of Cups, which is the final card out here in your energy. So we've got the Ace of Cups twice for you. This represents a new beginning in love and emotions. In the mutual energy between you, we have a new beginning here with this Fool card. I just got done taking a look at the Three of Cups here, like being united with this person and celebrating that. This could be that you're having some fears and worries and anxieties that are holding you back based on some toxic, painful thing that happened in the past, and you might be starting to get over your internal conflict, or you might be just trying to take control of this whole situation so that you can have this new beginning that you want. Next we have the Five of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. This is sadness and remorse about the past. It's about being focused on these three cups that have been spilled out. All the love and emotions that have been spilled out and wasted. All the time, effort, and energy that's been spilled out and wasted. Again, another meaning to this Eight of Pentacles card on the bottom of the deck is putting in the time, effort, and energy on something. It looks like at some point you have done that, and now you're focused on everything that's been wasted. Now this is a card that, yes, it's about sadness and remorse about the past, but it's also a card that tells me your focus isn't necessarily in the right place. If you're focused on the past, you're going to feel the way you felt in the past. If you're focused on something that you don't have anymore, you're going to feel that loss. If you're focused on something that you think is missing from your life, you're going to feel that gap. So the message of this card is that your focus dictates your feelings, and wherever you put your focus is what you're going to feel. What you focus on, where you put your focus, that's where the energy flows to. So now notice there are still two cups here, upright, still full, that haven't been spilled out. So this is telling me that if you keep your focus in the wrong place, it's entirely possible that you miss an opportunity for some love connection here. We have an Ace of Cups here. I feel like at some point in the past something happened that was not so good, and we got Devil energy here. I don't know if that happened with this person that we're talking about, or if this was prior to that at some point in the past, and that is still having an effect on you. still got your focus potentially not in the best of places. But now we have the Queen of Swords as the final clarifier here. So we've got a decision needing to be made, not being made. The final card to clarify that is the Queen of Swords. This is she who knows the truth. Now, she's very smart, she's very analytical, she's got her eyes wide open, she sees, she knows what's going on. She already knows the truth. She'll even offer to let you speak your truth, but the problem is she already knows the truth, so the truth you speak to her, it better match the truth she already knows, or she will use that sword to cut you. So this is an energy of speaking the truth about something. It's also an energy of cutting off the things or the people that aren't in your best interest anymore. So I'm hoping that this is saying that at some point you realize that where your focus is not probably the best place that you could put it, and it's not going to cause you to like have anything good. It's going to keep you in that same set of feelings and emotions that you had in the past, and hopefully this is you cutting that off because you're realizing that's not the best for you. Now this could be telling me that you're thinking about all this and like, now we done wasted too much love here, we already wasted too much time, effort, and energy here. I think I'm going to cut my losses, give you the sword, cut you off, and move on. Because the next card we have in your energy is the Eight of Cups. This is Pisces energy. This is a card of detachment, like emotional detachment, physical detachment, like physically walking away from someone. The person in the card is walking away from 8 full cups of love, and they're doing that because they're not completely happy. They're not fully emotionally fulfilled with these 8 cups. They believe that there's something better out there for them than just these 8 cups. Now this is a conscious choice, like a conscious decision to walk away from these 8 cups and go off in search of your 9th and 10th cup. It's about choosing to leave this behind and go down this brand new path that leads you to your own emotional happiness, your own fulfillment. This is a choice. Now, that doesn't mean it's an easy decision. It just means it is a decision. Now, a lot of times when people make this choice, they're doing it with some hesitancy. They're doing it with maybe some regrets, maybe some uncertainty. And a lot of times when people do this, they come back. So tell me more about this Eight of Cups for Cancer. Let's get 3 cards for this Eight of Cups for Cancer, please. Okay, let's get 2 more, please. Why is this Eight of Cups here? Let's get 1 more on this Eight of Cups for Cancer. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. This card's got a couple of meanings. This is either about you passing your own final verdict and judgment on this situation, as in you like deciding that this is it, I'm done, or this is about resurrection, like calling something back from the grave, bringing something back to life and transforming it in a way that it's never going to be the same again. So this is either you making a final decision that this is over and I'm walking away from it, or this is you making a decision to try and reconcile with this person, to resurrect it and give it 1 more shot. It's a card of like second chances here. I think that's probably what's going on here, because to clarify this Eight of Cups, we have the King of Swords, the 7 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Now this King of Swords is Gemini energy. This is a decision-making energy. So we could very well be making some sort of a final decision. Really? Pausing this one for a second. Under this Judgment card, we have Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. This is an energy of patience. It's about blending things together little bits at a time, not being in a hurry, not being in a big rush, mixing things together little bits at a time, being willing to take a step back and look at the big picture and figure out, okay, how is this working out before you come back in and blend a little more together, make some fine-tuning type adjustments here. Now this can also sometimes be a card of reconciliation though. We got the cups of love here being recombined back together after having been separated into 2 different bottles here, 2 different cups. We've got the 4 of Cups right under that. This is Cancer energy. This is an energy of like taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. It's about like choosing to go internal, to do some healing on something, to do some thinking about something, to figure something out, figuring out what to do moving forward from here. And there's that Magician again, manifesting something. Something is being manifested here. Something that you want or that your person wants. Again, like this Queen of Wands is the very first card out in your person's energy. So this could be representing your person. This could just be saying, you know exactly what it is that you want and you're trying to manifest it. And when you do, it's going to be a game changer. Now, back to this King of Swords. This is a decision-making energy. This is also someone who is emotionally detached. We're clarifying the Eight of Cups. This is about detachment, either emotional detachment or physical detachment, physically walking away. This is an emotionally detached decision maker. He doesn't consult his emotions when he's making his decisions. He's only interested in the truth and the facts of the matter, what he can see right in front of him. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care about the emotions, doesn't care about the story behind what's going on, only interested in what he can see. It's a very smart, very logical, very analytical type of an energy here. And again, I've got Judgment here. So this is feeling like there is a decision being made regarding walking away. Now again, this could be that your person walked away from you at some point in the past and now they're trying to come back and you're being forced to make a decision. I'm feeling like you guys probably were together at some point. Not just because I've seen all three cards, we've seen that Three of Cups, all three cards that would represent reconciling a previous connection, but now I have the King and the Queen of Swords out here. And they actually came out in that order. The Queen of Swords was the final clarifier for your first card. The King of Swords is the first clarifier for your second card. Usually when you have the King and Queen of the same suit out here, that represents like a power couple, like counterparts. Two cards that are supposed to be together usually represents two people who are probably supposed to be together. But in the case of the Sword suit, for me, this usually represents two people who used to be together. I feel like there was some spilled out love and emotions from the past, some wasted time, effort, and energy. Now you're being presented with this new cup of love, like this opportunity to start over from square one. And you're having to make a decision now because this person at some point, either they walked away from you or you walked away from them. And you're having to figure out, do I give this a second chance? Do I resurrect this? How patient can I be here? But either your person is trying to manifest this with you, or you're still trying to manifest what you want, and regardless of what decision you make, it looks like we're in for an abrupt shift and a game-changing thing here. Now the next card to clarify this Eight of Cups is the Seven of Cups. Scorpio energy. Again, options and choices, but confusion about those options and choices. A lot of cups here, a lot of emotions involved in this decision, and you don't want to make a mistake, which is probably why you're grinding it on this repeating loop in your mind. You're not sure what the safe step to take is, and it's got you feeling anxiety about it. You're unsure. You feel like there's something that you can't see. Final card to clarify the Eight of Cups is the Knight of Wands. Second fastest moving knight in the whole tarot deck. This is about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something you've got a lot of passion and desire for. Now, this could be saying you are kind of confused here because you're feeling all these emotions, and then you do something to get yourself emotionally detached here and just look at this all logically and rationally and make your decision with your conscious mind and not with your heart, going completely head over heart, and that helps you get out of this confusion, and then you're able to move forward very quickly towards something that you have passion and desire for. This could also be telling me you're having this level of confusion because your person walked away and they were being some sort of a player type of an energy. This is sometimes referred to as the player of the tarot deck. It's sometimes like a wishy-washy kind of an energy where they rush in all passionately and get what they want. And then once they're satisfied, they rush out and go somewhere else just as passionately to get what they want. And they just come in and out, back and forth, kind of like a player would. So it could be either of those things. Again, this is a general reading. You just got to take that however it resonates for you. But the final card that you have in your energy here for June 2021 Cancer is the Ace of Cups. We already saw that in the first clarifiers. It's a new beginning in love and emotion. So tell me more about this Ace of Cups for Cancer in June 2021, please. Let's get one more. Thanks. Come here. I see. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. Aquarius energy. This is an energy of moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving the rough, choppy waters of the past behind you and moving forward into calm waters, clear waters, where you've got more clarity, where you're actually moving forward towards something that you actually want. Now, the woman and the child in the boat, well, in this deck, there's not a child, it's just a woman with all the swords in the boat. That represents that even though you are moving forward, you're doing so carrying some burdens and maybe some lessons from the past along the way with you. Now, at its core, this is about moving away from some situation that was like mentally or psychologically painful. It's about moving away from that and moving toward what it is that you actually want. Trying to leave the past in the past where it belongs. Oh, okay. Under that, we have the Seven of Swords. So we're going from the 6 to the 7. And then up to the 8, underneath the moon. So I think this is where your fears, worries, and anxieties are coming from. This is what you're grinding on and thinking about on this repeating loop. This is what's got you unsure what the safe step to take is here. Yeah, you're trying to leave the past in the past and move forward, but you're bringing some lessons with you because someone was being sneaky. Seven of Swords is usually an energy of like trying to get away with something. It's like lying, cheating, stealing, sneaking around behind your back, doing deceptive behavior, overall being sneaky and shady and trying to get away with something. Now, it doesn't have to mean that. The other two meanings of this card is trying to not get hurt, like self-preservation. The whole reason the dude is stealing the swords is because he doesn't want to be hurt by those swords. He doesn't want the swords used against him, so he's stealing the swords to make sure that they can't hurt him. So this can be an energy of not wanting to be hurt. This can also be an energy of leaving something behind because he can only carry 5 of those 7 swords and he's got to leave the other 2 laying behind him. So it can be any of those things. Whatever it is, to clarify this Ace of Cups, this new beginning in love and emotions, we have the 9 of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the 8 of Cups again. So this 9 of Swords, again, is fears, worries, and anxieties. It's mental anguish. It's one step up from this 8 of Swords, very similar to this moon energy where it can be about fears, worries, and anxieties, but this is you thinking about something so much that it's physically stressing you out. You might be losing sleep over it. You can't get your mind to shut up about it. Then we have Pisces energy here with the Hanged Man. This is progress being halted. No forward movement. Nothing's moving. Things are stagnant right now. Now, the Hanged Man usually hangs upside down because he's looking at things from like different points of view than he would normally look at things from. Different angles, different perspectives. And he's doing that trying to gain enlightenment on something. He's trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here because things are just stuck right now. I've got you being stuck in your head, stuck in fears, worries, and anxieties. You're trying to figure out how to move forward and leave the past behind you. But I feel like something bad and shady happened. You probably got deceived, lied to, possibly cheated on. Somebody sneaking around on you. And either that caused you to walk away or this is still having an effect on you at some point and it's got you stuck in your head and progress halted. We have the 8 of Cups again, which is the card we just finished clarifying here. This is Pisces energy. So I've got 2 Pisces cards in a row here. Again, this is about detachment, like emotional detachment, physically walking away from someone, going down a brand new path that leads you to your own emotional happiness and fulfillment. It's about choosing to walk away from the 8 cups because you believe there's something better out there for you. You're going off in search of your 9th and your 10th cup. So I feel almost like this person, you were with them before. They had some toxic energy about them. They probably did some sneaky stuff behind your back. Now they're coming back wanting this new beginning with you, wanting to just take the leap of faith with you. They're probably talking all passionately to you, trying to convince you to give them another chance. But in the middle of that, you're still thinking about that devil energy. You still feel like you can't quite trust it. Like there's something that's not completely out in the open here, and you're grinding on what that might be, worrying about it, internally conflicted about whether you can trust this, whether you should stay walled off and defensive or just take this blind leap of faith. You've got that decision to make. You can't quite make it. You're trying to take control of this. You're trying to be okay with having this starting over from square one, but you can't, because you've got this sadness and remorse about what happened in the past, and you're debating about, do I continue investing here? Do I give it another shot, or do I cut this off? Because I feel like this person walked away from you at some point. I definitely feel like you guys were together and you're not together anymore. I've seen all 3 cards that could mean reconciliation. Ultimately, you're just confused about what to do. This card is either you are wanting to move forward toward what it is that you want for yourself, or this is talking about you're confused because your person was wishy-washy, in and out, back and forth, kind of a player, and you're not sure what to do about this Ace of Cups, this new beginning, this starting over from square one. You're worried about it to the point that you're stressing yourself out. There is no progress being made. Possibly because there was this emotional or physical detachment, or you're not making any progress because you're all stuck in your head and you're so worried about it that you're trying to physically detach or emotionally detach from that right now. Now that's your energy. Let me scoot this over a little bit. I almost said I have too many crystals on the table, but I don't really believe there's a such thing as too many crystals, so I'll just scoot them over. Now that's your energy and the mutual energy between the two of you. Let's take a look at your person's energy, because for June 2021 Cancer, they have the Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Seven of Cups, and the Page of Coins. This Queen of Wands is either Leo or Aries energy. This is someone who knows exactly what they want, and they go after what they want with bold, passionate, fiery determination. Probably very good looking, probably very fun to be around, life of the party type of a person. Could also be a drama queen type of a person, full of drama. This is feeling like someone who knows what they want, and they're probably just not willing to take no for an answer. So tell me more about this Queen of Wands, please. Get one more. And this Queen of Wands for Cancer's person for June 2021. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. At first, I'm thinking, okay, this might be a fire sign that you're dealing with. Might be a Leo, might be an Aries. But now the more I'm looking at it, it's feeling like they might be an earth sign. We've got, for the 3 clarifiers I just got, they're all 3 Pentacles. The card on the bottom of the deck is Pentacles. I've got 2 more earth sign cards out here in your person's energy. So very heavily earth sign here is what this is looking like. Now again, this is a general reading. You could literally be dealing with any sign. I'm just going to call out the ones that prominently stick out to me, just in case that has any meaning to you or the next Cancer that comes along to watch this reading after you. But this Nine of Pentacles is the singles card. This is like with you or without you or in spite of you. I'm single, I'm abundant, I'm prosperous in my own right. I'm self-sufficient. I don't really need anyone to take care of me in this physical 3D reality because I kind of got this. I'm pretty good all on my own. Now that does not mean that they want to be single. It just means that when it comes right down to it, they don't have to have anybody to be able to take care of them. They're totally fine on their own if it comes down to that. So this could be telling me that they're single, or this could be telling me that they want you, they have a lot of passion and desire for you, and they're viewing you as someone who's single. We have the Two of Swords right under that. Now, if you remember, that was the very first card in your energy. So this Two of Swords is Libra energy. This is a decision needing to be made, only it's not being made, either because there's not enough information to make that decision, there's something that they can't see, something that they don't want to see, and that's preventing the decision from being made. It could be that your person doesn't have all the information. There's something that they don't know about, and what they don't know about is if you are still single or not. You're being walled off and defensive with them. They're probably passionately communicating with you. And we've got the Nine of Wands right under that, which, again, was the very first card out in the mutual energy between you. That's so bizarre. I've seen the first card out being represented in the clarifiers, the first card out for your person. Now in their clarifiers, I'm seeing your first card out and the first card out in the mutual energy between the two of you. This is Sagittarius energy. It's about being walled off and defensive. It's also a card of healing. It's about not wanting to be hurt anymore, trying to prevent from getting hurt anymore, hence the wall being there to protect you. Trying to get your energy right so you can make the next step in your journey. So this is feeling like your person is like unable to decide what to do here because they're not sure if you're single, or maybe they're not sure if you're single because you're acting so walled off and defensive here. Then we have the Queen of Cups, right? I'm feeling like this is how they're viewing you. This Queen of Cups is Cancer energy. This is someone who has a lot of love and emotions for this person, or they have a lot of love and emotions for you, one of the two. Someone who's very intuitive, in touch with their emotions and their intuition, has a lot of love to give, wants to give the love and the emotions here. Hierophant is next. Taurus energy. This is a card of commitment. It's about taking things to the next level from wherever they currently are. If you guys are separated, this is about taking things to that next level of getting back together. I feel like you're separated. I mean, it's felt that way the entire time. I've got plenty of cards that have told me that. Got the singles card right here, first card on the bottom of the deck. But regardless, your person has a lot of passion and desire for you. They're very clear on what it is that they want. And to clarify that, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacles, a lot of earth sign energy here. This Six of Pentacles is a card of balance. This is about generosity. It's about reciprocity. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. You take care of me, I take care of you, we'll get along just fine. This is a card of balance and like equal give and take. It could be that your person is having a lot of desire here in order to try and balance this connection back out with you, hence all the passionate communication that I'm seeing. Wow. Wow. Right under this Moon card, like fears, worries, and anxieties, something hidden in the dark that you or they don't know about, and all this grinding it in your mind, not being able to stop thinking about it. We have that same Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles here, trying to balance it out. So I feel like you're still stuck thinking about the worries that you have, about this Devil energy, about that Seven of Swords that we saw, about you getting walked away from. getting hurt, all the love that was spilled out, all the time that's been wasted. You're stuck in your head grinding about that, and they're stuck in their head grinding about trying to balance this all back out. And there's that Eight of Wands again, that rapid back and forth passionate communication, Sagittarius energy. Now the next card to clarify this Queen of Wands is the Four of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. So your person wants to balance this back out. They don't want to let go of you. Yeah, they're trying to get some decision made here. It's like they're single, possibly you're single, they're unable to make a decision, or this is telling me that you are unable to make the decision, the Cancer card here, because you're all walled off and defensive, so you can't decide what to do here about this commitment, about this opportunity that they're offering you. There's that Six of Swords again, like moving forward into calmer waters. Now the final card to clarify this Queen of Wands for your person is the Page of Pentacles. Again, pages are messengers. This represents news and messages of some practical, tangible opportunity presenting itself. A lot of times for me, this represents planning for the future. Also, it's the very last card in your person's energy here, the extra card that we got. So this is an important deal here. It's showing up twice. There's some opportunity they're giving you news and messages of in this practical, real, physical 3D reality. Probably what all this passionate communication is about. They're probably trying to present you with an opportunity to balance this whole connection back out here, because they really don't want to let go of you. They don't want to lose you here. The next card in their energy is the Empress, card 3 of the major arcana. So we've seen card 0 in the Fool, card 1 the Magician, card 2 the High Priestess. Now we've got card 3 here. We've already seen card 4. We just saw card 5 with the Hierophant here in this deck. So we're making progress here. Definitely making progress here. The Empress is the mother of the tarot deck. She represents all 4 queens rolled up into one person. This is like a loving, nurturing, creative type of an energy. Now in terms of zodiac signs, this really represents the planet Venus, but Venus rules over Libra and Taurus. So this could represent more earth sign energy. I've got a lot of it out here. This, for me, almost always represents the birth of something new here. So your person's trying to present you with some opportunity to birth something new. See that again with this Fool energy out here and the Ace of Cups 2 different times in your energy here. Beginning of something new in terms of love and emotions. I've seen all 3 cards that would signify like giving this a second chance. So tell me more about the Empress for Cancer's person, please. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. Again, it's got 2 meanings. This is either passing your own final verdict and judgment on something, as in making some sort of a final decision, or this is a card of second chances, resurrection, calling something back from the grave, bringing it back to life, transforming it in a way that it's never going to be the same again. Birthing something new by giving it a second chance here. Temperance, right underneath that. Again, a card that can signify reconciliation. The love that has been separated into these 2 different cups is being recombined back together. Sagittarius energy. 2 of Cups right underneath that. Cancer energy. This is a love connection between 2 people. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in. We're connected, but it's also a 2. And in tarot, 2s represent needing to make some sort of a choice. So first card in your energy out here is a decision needing to be made, but not being made. Smack dab in the center of your energy, options and choices and confusion about those options and choices. You not wanting to make a mistake. Seen Judgment a few times now. To clarify the Empress, we have the Tower, the 4 of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Tower, again, is a very abrupt, massive shift in something. Very like, boom, happens right now out of the blue. This is sometimes a bad card. Sometimes, yes, this means something's fallen apart all around you and you didn't see it coming and now it's all in disarray and your life's not the same anymore. Sometimes this means like your life's not the same after this because it's such a game changer. It doesn't always have to be something negative. If this is the birth of something new and this is getting a second chance and it's getting resurrected and turning back into this happy love connection here, which again, there's that Queen of Wands, what your person seems to want, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It could just mean that, okay, whatever is going down causes a second chance to be birthed into reality, and that's a complete game changer. Next, we have the Four of Cups. Again, Cancer energy. This is choosing to go internal, to do some healing, to do some thinking about something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. This is like most people's goal in physical 3D reality. It's having that happy, stable, abundant home life where no one wants for anything. This can represent the combining together of two people or two families and all their assets and all their resources in order to build something very stable and prosperous and abundant. Most people's goal in life. So your person is trying to figure out how to move forward toward that. I feel like if this new beginning actually gets birthed, if this second chance happens, and then there's this reconciliation and this connection getting brought back together, I feel like that's going to change literally everything. And your person's probably trying to figure out how to get to this Ten of Pentacles with you. I think they're having some confusion though. We got the Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy. Options and choices, but confusion about those options and choices. A lot of cups here, a lot of emotions involved here, and your person doesn't want to make a mistake any more than you do. They have fears, worries, and anxieties about this. They're grinding it on this repeating loop in their mind too, because they're trying to figure out how to balance this all back out with you. How to get this rapid forward movement here toward what it is they're passionate about, which is rebirthing this connection with you and getting to this Ten of Pentacles. It's telling me the same story. Telling me the same story. What we got here? This Seven of Cups. Your person's got some options and choices here. They're confused about what to do. So tell me more about this Seven of Cups for Cancer's person, please. Let's get two more. Why is this Seven of Cups here? One more, please. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups, Cancer energy. Confused about what to do, about this decision and this love connection. Again, this is a love connection between two people. I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected, but it's a two, which means it's a decision, a choice that has to happen here. Okay, and it's a choice about, is this over? This Ten of Swords is Gemini energy. This is a swift ending to something. Sometimes this is an ending that you don't see coming, hence the swords being in the dude's back here. Sometimes this is an ending in betrayal, hence the swords being in the dude's back here. No matter how you slice it though, this is a swift ending to something. So this is some sort of a decision and your person's confused about it. It's a decision about this connection. Is this connection dead and over with? Judgment. Or are we going to get to decide to have a second chance here? Are we going to get to decide to resurrect this and bring it back to life and transform it in a way that it's never going to be the same again? I just got goosebumps down both sides of my face and the sides of my head are tingling. Temperance again. Trying to be patient, trying to figure out how to blend this all back together. To clarify this Seven of Cups, the options and choices and the confusion about that, we have the Page of Cups. We have the King of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords. Wow, the Page of Cups. Again, pages are messengers. This is news and messages of love and emotions. This is like an apology. This can just be them communicating with you and expressing their feelings, letting you know that they still love you, that they have a lot of love and emotions for you. Could be them making like the beginning steps of some sort of a love offer here. Next we have the King of Cups. So we're going up from the lowest of the court cards in terms of the cups all the way up to the highest of the court cards. So we're jumping straight past the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups, going directly to the King. Now, I have seen that Queen of Cups show up representing you a couple of times already in this energy. Now we've got the King of Cups here. That's counterparts. That's two cards that are supposed to be together, which means it's probably two people who might supposed to be together. Doesn't look like you are together currently. I've seen the singles card. I've seen all this talk about reconciling the situation. I've got the two people who used to be together cards out here. And again, I don't have the Queen of Cups out here actively on the table right now, which is telling me that you guys still aren't quite back together yet. But your person definitely still has a lot of love and emotions for you. This is like someone who is a decision maker, and they consult their emotions and their intuition when they make their decisions. They just don't necessarily let their emotions cloud their judgment. They don't wear their heart on their sleeve. They don't let their emotions like get in the way of their decisions, but they consult that stuff. Now this could be telling me your person has a lot of love and emotions for you, and they're confused. Do I express myself and tell you all the love and emotions, how I feel, or do I just keep that to myself and not publicly broadcast how I feel here? And they can't quite decide what to do on that, because I feel like ultimately they're worried that they're going to make a mistake. They're really trying to balance this out so things can move forward, but they don't know how you're going to react, and they're worried about making a mistake. But it looks like ultimately they are making some sort of a decision about that, because we have the Ace of Swords. This is the sword of victory. It's the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. This is also the sword you would use to make a decision with. So like the Latin word for decide or decision, the root word from Latin that those words decide and decision come from, literally means to cut off, as in to cut off the other options and be left with only one option. We see your person having all these options and choices and all this confusion about, do I express myself? Do I just keep my mouth shut about that and not say how I feel? Looks like they're making a decision about that. Final card in your person's energy for June 2021, Cancer, Page of Coins. Again, we already saw that here as the final clarifier for their very first card. This is news and messages of some practical, tangible opportunity presenting itself. This can also represent planning for the future. So tell me more about this Page of Cups for Cancer's person, please. Let's get one more on this Page of Cups. One more on this Page of Cups, please. Why is it here? Okay. I don't know why I expected that the extra cards would stop. It's been happening the whole reading, so we got an extra card again. No worries. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress again. So second time I've seen the Empress while I'm checking your person's energy here. This is the mother of the tarot deck, a very loving, mothering, nurturing, creative type of an energy. She represents the gateway between the universe or the divine and this physical 3D reality that we live in. All new things that we manifest get actually manifested into our physical 3D world via the Empress. So she's that gateway through which all new things are birthed. So this, for me, again, represents the birth of something new. I've got the Fool out here, a new beginning. I've got the Ace of Cups out here twice. So we got something new. Your person is either trying to make plans for the future about birthing something new. Right under the Empress, we have the Two of Cups again. That love connection, trying to birth this love connection again, trying to rebirth it. And again, it's the same story. It's the same story. 10 of Swords. Is this over? Judgment. Or can we get a second chance here? Can we resurrect this and bring it back from the grave and transform it in a way that it's never going to be the same again? Temperance again. Sagittarius energy. Trying to be patient about that. Very next card, Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight in the deck. Again with the Pentacles, it's like a lot of earth sign energy all over this. Slowest knight in the deck. Slow, methodical forward movement. One foot in front of the other. Not being in a big hurry, not being in a big rush. Being willing to take things nice and slow. The bad thing about the Knight of Pentacles is he's so damn slow that it seems like progress isn't happening, even though it really is. It's just slow. The good thing about the Knight of Pentacles is he doesn't hurry. He doesn't get in a rush and screw everything up because he's rushing through it all. He takes his time, and when he shows up, he's got the real deal. He's got the Ace of Pentacles, that seed that has the potential to grow into this 10 of Pentacles that we all want. So this could be telling me your person's trying to plan for the future here, trying to get this new beginning, this birth of this connection again. And they're being patient about it. They're waiting for, probably for you to decide. You got that decision needing to be made. They're probably waiting on you to decide, is this over or do we get a second chance? And either this is happening very slowly for them, or they're willing to go slow. Yeah, it's happening slow for them. We have the Knight of Swords right under that. So we're going from the slowest knight in the deck to the fastest knight in the deck. I feel like this is moving slow and they want it to speed up a lot. This is about rushing forward, speaking the truth, rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action. I think that they're thinking that your decision making is too slow here and they would like you to speed this up some. Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning and passion and desire. 3 of Wands, this is an energy of waiting on something. Having this positive expectancy that what they're waiting on is actually going to be birthed into this physical 3D reality. This is like the beginning stages of manifesting something, but they're stuck waiting on it to actually pan out. It hasn't shown up yet. Again, we've got the Empress, card 3 of the major arcana. She rules over all the 3s in the deck. This is trying to manifest something, and it will be birthed through her if it happens. It just hasn't happened. This is them waiting on it to show up. Trying to plan for the future, but it looks like they're kind of stuck in limbo, waiting a little bit here for you to make a decision. To clarify this Page of Coins, we got the 9 of Pentacles. We got the 6 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Star. Again, with all the freaking Pentacles out here. A lot of Pentacles out here. A lot of it. And we do have quite a few Cups out here too, which is a good thing. Just enough fire, just enough passion to make it look to me like this person does have a lot of emotions for you. They do have a lot of passion and desire for you. A lot of earth energy out here, though. A lot of it. This 9 of Pentacles, again, we've already seen this, is the singles card. It's like with you, without you, in spite of you, I got this physical 3D reality. I don't need someone to take care of me. I'm self-sufficient. I can do this on my own. And I guess if I have to plan for a future on my own, I got it. Again, that doesn't mean that's what they actually want. And I clearly see that isn't what they actually want. But if it comes down to that, they will be physically okay. 6 of Wands next. This is Leo energy. This is a card of recognition, as in your person recognizing something, either about themselves or about you or about this whole situation, this connection. Them recognizing something that allows them to move forward in success and victory. Queen of Pentacles is next. This is Capricorn energy. This is, again, a loving, nurturing type of an energy, like a mothering type of an energy. This combined with the King of Pentacles is who builds this Ten of Pentacles that we all want. Actually, the Ten of Pentacles is built around the Queen of Pentacles. She's who manages it all. She's like the mother figure. She manages the assets and resources of the home life, of the family life, of the children. Very nurturing type of an energy. Now, this is probably how your person is viewing you. They're probably recognizing that, damn, I was a dumbass. I should have just been building everything around you to begin with. And now we have the Star. Aquarius energy. This is card 17 of the Major Arcana. It is the card that comes immediately following the Tower in the whole sequence of the Major Arcana. Tower is card 16. This is card 17. You don't make it to the Star without going through a Tower moment first. So at some point, it's obvious that this connection came apart. It all came crashing down, which is why you guys aren't together anymore. But this is them, like this would be like the guiding light from the universe showing up after that kind of a Tower moment when everything came crashing down and now it's like all different and you can't see your path moving forward from here. This is that guiding light that shows up to light the path for you again so you can see your way forward from here. This is where your hope comes from. It's where your healing comes from. So this represents a card of healing, a card of hope. Your person having the hope that they can plan for this future with you, that this new beginning to this connection is going to be rebirth. We've already seen that Three of Wands, them having this positive expectancy that the thing they're waiting on will pan out. This is that hope that they have, that this can all be healed, that this can all be fixed. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Cancer love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.